Even though it takes 4 snowballs and it's relatively a little bit longer than your cast time for the other, you can out-heal that. Or not necessarily out-heal it, but it's going to be harder to out-heal a 500 damage burst than, you know, several snowballs to the face, if that makes sense. And that's where it'd be situationally useful. Because that 500 damage burst is still going to be a little bit better than a little bit more damage on a Banshee Mine, or a little bit damage here and there. You basically only use it to finish somebody off. Okay, so first thing with Prototo, be careful about using your web sling. You always want to angle it kind of up in the air. Otherwise, you're not going to get as much distance out of it, so just be careful where you use that. Ooh, she looks ghoulish. Oh no, that's Slim. Wait, no it's not. Oh, okay, that's the bug. Okay, because she's half Slim and half Rogue Val. Creepy. Okay, so let's see. So monster heading to the caves. Will he get a stage 2? And it looks like it. Big thing is the hunters really need to learn their cuts. They're just allowing the monster to get like free distance. Free 99. Oh, maybe get a dome, maybe? Nope, I don't think red light's in the right spot. Well, maybe. Because the monster stopped here. This is actually a pretty decent dome. Now, against Gorgon, you basically want to treat it kind of like a Goliath fight. You want to stay on the high ground and avoid Web Snare. Web Snare is the big one that you want to avoid. So he's going to probably plop a spider right here. Where's my cursor? Right there, yep. And then wait for somebody to come around and then pile on the dots. I like that they're not being super aggressive. No reason to. Wait for their team to catch up. A buggy, yeah, right there. To see buggy. Okay, so going after the support, which is much better than Rogue Val, in my opinion. I would orbital himself right now. So I can buy time for Rogue. Oh, Spider's going to get support. Oh, nope. There is the orbital. So one thing to be careful of is make sure you take out those spiders as soon as you see and or hear them. Good stasis around. Monster only able to climb because of the perk. Throws a spider down, so the assault's going to get snagged in a second. Don't jetpack. Never jetpack towards the monster. You don't really need to. You were like 3 feet away. Don't be impatient. So far the hunters are doing a good job of keeping their distance. Oh, now the assault popped its shield. Now, as soon as I get to half health, run back to Val. Run back to Val. Yep. There's the spider. Everyone needs to focus that as soon as possible. The orbital will kill it. Nuke the site from orbit. Nice dodge. Monster took a little bit of health damage. No strikes. So really good. The team, it's better to do a little bit of damage than get a strike. But I felt like that they still could have done a little bit more damage in that fight. Now the support with Rogue Val, you never ever, like with a Hank, you never ever want to go after anyone besides Hank. Because otherwise Hank plus Rogue Val will keep anyone alive pretty much. Unless the person being focused is horrible, doesn't dodge anything, and the monster is super on the ball. Oh, be very careful. Do not dome the monster here. Oh, red light's dead. 100%. This is why you don't chase a monster, especially when you know the monster is, like, close by. Like, ooh. At least they didn't throw down the dome. That's the most important thing. I don't know why I keep getting clicked off of the target that I want to watch. I like that they're holding the dome, and Trapper doing a good job. Just be very careful. Really good job. Medic and support, kudos. Now dome, perfect. Now remember, don't be super aggressive, and do not chase the monster up here. Actually, this one's not too bad, because the monster doesn't really have anywhere to go. I honestly would just stay at the beach. If the monster sits up there for 5 minutes, that's fine. Everyone get the movement speed perk and just stay back there. Oh my gosh. See, if that spider, and this is why you don't chase, if that spider dragged her around here, the whole team would have to come up here to save her. Like, there's no reason to chase. There's no reason to chase. And now the assault's out of jetpack. Oh, and then Torin's going to get smacked by a spider. Oh, is it going to get medic? Nope, it died. Good job. So really good healing, but the support is going to be in really big trouble. Yep. Because the support can't keep himself alive. Really good job. I was really surprised. I was expecting at least one strike in that fight. So really good job on the support. Barely eking out, but I think that was more of a misplay on the monster than anything that the support did well. But that fight was really, really awkward, and that's why you don't chase after certain characters. Wraith can abduct, Kraken can have 3 Banshee Mines to your face, and then Gorgon has the spider. If the spider decides to AI patrol backwards, away from your team and around a corner, that person's just going to die, even if they're the assault. Because the whole entire team has to get up there, which means they're all going to have no jetpack, and they're all going to be in an awkward close quarters with the monster, and that's not what you want. So this assault. This assault is so out of position right now. Because, like, the whole team, if she gets engaged, the whole team has to go and chase her. Like, be very, very, very careful. Even if you're the assault, don't be super aggro. There's no reason for it. No, don't. Oh. Wow. No, what are you doing? Get out of there. Your team is not near you. Your team is not. Oh, my gosh. And you domed? Wow. This assault just cost the Hunter team the game, probably. Wow. Wow, that is huge misplay on the spider. Spider did not capitalize on that. But the entire team is out of jetpack in a cave when they shouldn't have engaged. Spider's going to get the support. Good job on the support. Heal burst, heal burst. Good job. You have to focus Hank. You can't focus Rogue Val. Nope, and that's going to be it. Wow. True testament to this team being able to salvage that. That was a 100% win. That should have been a 100% win for the Spider there, for Gorgon. Like, Gorgon had a huge advantage there. This team did an amazing, really lucked out. But yeah, the Spider could have downed the Assault before anyone else even got there. But yeah, really have to be careful about being aggressive, even if you're the Assault. And it's going to be getting worse, because next week the shield's going to protect you even less. The shield is not invulnerability. Creepy Hank. Hamtarandrion. Hamtarandrion? Hamtaro and Dryan. I'm not sure. Or Hamtra Andrion. Welcome to the herd, either way. I appreciate that. Yeah, and no orbital. Now remember, you have 3 minutes on the clock. You don't have to be super aggro. See, look at all that jetpack. All that jetpack wasted for what? A little, like, maybe 50 damage? You have to consider and think about your jetpack usage. Jetpack is the only resource that, is the most important resource for hunters. I like this. I like that they're staying there. And that Assault almost got whacked by the Spider. Orbital. Bam. Oh, and there goes Medic. Or Assault, I mean. Assault has been eating a lot of Spider traps.
Come on, Ditto, toy time.
Okay, so Monster not able to make any headway. Team doing a really good job. Like, this support and medic are just really doing a good... Well, actually, all of them are doing a really good job. Assault is a little on the aggressive side, especially for how little damage she's doing. But the support Assault, the support medic and Trapper are doing really good. The stasis, the shielding, and the healing just really top notch. She better use her personal shield hopefully soon. Nice orbital. Oh, that orbital. GG. Really good job. GG.
GG. Oh man, that orbital. Yes.
Really good job. The support and medic, and even the Trapper, my hat's off to you. You really had so much survivability. There were a couple of times when I was sure one of you were going to get a strike, and the three of you just worked really well together. Really good testament of showing that when you work together with the same group of people, you get much better about how each other plays. Really well done. I do feel that the Assault was a bit aggressive, especially when she went down underground by herself and she threw the dome. I was 100% certain that the Assault would have been down, and then once the support and trapper were getting closer, that I was convinced that the monster would have won the game right there. That was a very, very awkward dome for the hunters to be in. But again, you three pulled it together, and Rogue Val, just by the skin of her teeth, was getting out of there. So really, really well done. Definitely, whenever you see a defensive medic like a Sunny or a Hank, or maybe not Tech Hank, but you really want to focus them instead of the medic, because the medic just can live so much longer, especially if they have damage resistant perks. I don't think she had them on this time, but really, really good job just in general. Really good teamwork. With regards to the Gorgon play, the only thing I could really make mention, you did good use of spider traps. You did really good job of luring the hunters to you several times. If the hunters just sat on the other side, they would have been totally fine. But a lot of times they'd come up to you, and then they get grabbed by the spider. Unfortunately, you never had one of those spiders where the spider just went around the corner behind you, and then the entire team would have had to chase go up there and waste all their jetpack just to get to that person, which would have been a really, really, really good punishment for them. Just be very careful. Remember, the hunters are not on the clock, the monster is, and so you can afford to take a little bit more time and wait for the monster. Especially Kraken, Wraith, and Gorgon are the three monsters you should absolutely never try and chase around the corner, because one good abduct, one good spider trap, or 3 Banshee Mines to the face, and your team is either going to get wiped, or it's going to be like the easiest strike in the world for the monster. So just be very, very, very careful with those. With Goliath and Elder Kraken, you can kind of get away with it because they don't have quite the same ability to be able to do that. But really good job as a team. Really good job. What is it?
I'll show you in a second.
Yeah, that was my second time playing as Gorgon.
Really good though, like considering that you haven't really played Gorgon a lot, that was really good. The biggest thing I could recommend is that just make sure you do your web snare and then acid. A lot of times you did acid a couple of times when they weren't web snared, so that they were able to escape a little bit easier out of that.
You
stepped on that? Aww.
Also,
You smell good. What are you wearing?
The Mimic one, it has no range at all.
Fair enough.
None.
What was that?
I wouldn't put a point into Mimic, so you can have like 3 ability full maxed out.
No, I like putting 1 point into Mimic because it does a lot. It does 300 and I want to say 54 damage, and then it does 70 damage a tick for like 5 ticks. So altogether, it does about 700 damage. It's actually a lot more powerful than people think. People think that it just does like the 300 or whatever that they see, but it does a dot too. And so it's really good using point blank, but I will never use it around a corner unless the team is just really, really horrible and they're not focusing me like they should be. Or if I have like the assault in a spider trap and I know that they can't burn it down, I might use it that way. But usually I just use it as a point blank, instead of using a heavy melee, pop 4, press 4 again so it explodes instantly. So it's like a heavy that does like an extra 500 damage instead of the 225.
I still had the mindset of a Kraken while playing it.
Yes. Cool beans. Let me go ahead and see. Was this 2 games or was this 3 games with this group? I think this was 3, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this was third.
Okay. Stay in this channel. I'm not too sure what's going to happen. Give me a couple minute break. I'm going to go ahead and talk to my wife to discuss what's going on tonight, and then figure out if we're going to do some more Evolve, or if I'm going to go ahead and start streaming Dead by Daylight or something. So give me 1 second.